I've been working on this Johanna Basford canvas with a couple of my daughters, and we've been using alcohol markers with the blending pen, and then we finished all the colouring with the markers, but then we felt it was really lacking in the background because it's a sea scene, and so I was trying to figure out what we were going to do for the background because it's a fairly expansive area and I didn't want to have to colour it all in with markers, and I didn't think that that would really look very good anyway. And then I thought of doing coloured pencil, but then I thought it's going to, because it's canvas, it's going to have all of these raised bits. And then I thought I'd try my watercolour pencils and see what happened there, and I found that they were really, really good. So I've already started on the top part, which is sort of the sky and the waves rolling. But just to show you what I've been doing, I chose a fairly light blue for this and just coloured it in pretty lightly. And you don't even have to colour the whole area because once it gets wet, you drag the colour out anyway. And if you wanted to, you could choose another blue to go with that one. This one may be a little bit dark, so I'll just do a few strips of that. And then when I bring the water in, make sure you get a lot of the water off the brush first so you don't get puddles. And that dissolves the colour so that you don't have the problem of the raised bumps. And if the colour there is too strong, you can either just lift it off or you can just keep painting with it. And you can also build up layers of colour doing this. So I want it a bit lighter in the actual background. So I just put a bit more water on my brush and then just drag the colour out a bit more. And all these little pieces that have already been coloured in with the markers, you can just paint around them. And then down the bottom of the picture, I've already done some blue across the middle, and I've done like a mid-tone blue. And starting down the bottom, I'm going to build the blue up and make it stronger from the bottom and then lighter towards the top. And you can always start out just with a really small, light amount of colour and build it up. And for some things I'm going around them, like the light colour things, I'm going to go around those because I want them to stand out, but the things that are green, I'm going to go over them. And so then down the very bottom, I'll use an even darker colour. And build that up as I go too. You can use a smaller paintbrush in around where you've got really fine details. Too much water there. And I like the watercolour because it's not all going to be one colour, it's going to have that splotchy watercolour effect so it looks more realistic.